My wife said she just needed time. Not space, not distance, just time. I asked, time for what? She said, to feel like myself again. I didn't realize myself meant someone else entirely. The first week, she moved to the guest room. Said she couldn't sleep with all the energy in the house. She stopped kissing me goodbye. Stopped wearing her ring. I thought it was stress. Turns out it was strategy. One night she went out to clear her head. Came home at 2:30 a.m. smelling like expensive cologne. The kind I don't wear. When I asked, she said she stopped by a friend's house. I asked which friend. She said, you don't know him. Him. The next weekend, her phone started lighting up nonstop. She said it was work, but no one works at midnight, whispering in the bathroom. I started noticing patterns. Her jogging shoes stayed clean. Her hair was done before her therapy sessions. I checked her calendar. Every appointment was real, except the addresses weren't. I didn't confront her right away. I wanted proof. Tuesday, she said she was staying late for a client dinner. I drove to her office, parked across the street, and waited. At 8:47, she walked out, not alone. Tall guy, blue shirt, hand on her back like it belonged there. They laughed, crossed the street, and disappeared into a restaurant I couldn't afford. I watched them through the window. She touched his hand when she talked, tilted her head like she used to with me. I didn't take a photo. I didn't need one. Some moments burned themselves into memory. She came home at 11 o'clock, said she was exhausted. I asked how dinner went. She said, boring. Her lipstick said otherwise. The next day, she told me she might go visit her sister out of town for the weekend. I said that was fine, even helped her pack. But I slipped one of my AirTags into her purse, right between her makeup kit and charger. Friday night, her dot stopped moving at a hotel 2 cities over. I called her. She said she was in her sister's guest room, already asleep. I hung up before I started laughing. Saturday morning, I drove there, parked across from the hotel and waited again. 9:26 a.m., there she was. Same blue shirt guy holding her coffee. She leaned up and kissed him before they got in his car. My hands were shaking, not from heartbreak, but from the calm that replaced it. She didn't know it yet, but something inside me had just switched off. Sunday night, she came home glowing, said she felt refreshed. I asked how her sister was. Good, she said, smiling. We really reconnected. I nodded. Yeah, so did I. She looked confused. I told her I'd gone out too. With who? She asked, voice cracking a little. Just someone who still believes in honesty. Her face dropped. What are you saying? I told her I knew everything. The dinners, the hotel, the blue shirt guy. Her knees went weak. She sat down without saying a word. It's not what you think, she whispered. Then tell me what it is. Silence. Just her phone buzzing on the table. The caller ID said Ethan. Answer it, I said. She didn't. I picked up her phone and pressed speaker. Hey, babe, the man's voice said. You home yet? She lunged for it, but I held it out of reach. He went quiet. Is that? Yeah, I said. It's her husband. The line went dead. She started sobbing, said she made a mistake, said it just happened. I told her mistakes are tripping over the rug, not checking into hotels under your maiden name. She begged me to talk, to understand. I told her I understood perfectly. She needed time, and used mine to destroy everything we built. I packed a bag while she cried in the doorway. Where are you going? She asked. To give you what you wanted, I said. All the time in the world. A month later, she texted me. Do you still think about me? I replied, only when I check the clock. She just needed time. So I gave it to her. Every second of it. I left that night with one bag and no plan. Just silence. And it felt better than her voice ever did. The air outside was cold, but it was honest. I checked into a small apartment by the bay. Old walls, thin curtains, quiet, peaceful. The first morning alone, I expected to feel broken, but I didn't. I felt light. For the first time in years, my thoughts were mine again. I started jogging before sunrise, cooked breakfast for one. I deleted her number, then blocked it. Not out of anger, but mercy. Some doors shouldn't stay open. 2 weeks later, I saw her name in my inbox. Subject line, can we talk? I didn't reply, but I read it. She said she couldn't sleep, that the apartment felt empty, that everything reminded her of me. She wrote, I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. The thing is, I think she did realize. She just didn't care then. Meanwhile, I was rebuilding. Joined a photography club. Started talking to people again. There was a woman named Elise, a teacher. Kind eyes, real smiles, no secrets. I didn't tell her about my past at first. I just let her laugh, fill the silence where my wife's excuses used to live. She made coffee the way I liked it, asked about my day, meant it. It felt strange to be seen without being studied. 3 months later, I ran into my wife at the grocery store. She looked thinner, tired. The woman who once sparkled now looked like she'd been living in the dark. You look good, she said, voice cracking. So do you, I lied. She tried to smile, but her eyes gave her away. Are you seeing someone? She asked. I nodded. Yeah. That word hit her like a bullet she loaded months ago. She looked down, pretending to check her phone. I'm happy for you, she whispered, but her hands were shaking. I wanted to say something kind, But kindness was what got me hurt in the first place. A week later, her sister called. Said my ex was drinking more, lost weight, quit her job. Apparently the guy she left me for, he ghosted her. The irony writes itself sometimes. I didn't feel joy, just closure. Because she finally understood what I tried to give her all along. Stability, loyalty, home. But by the time she wanted it, I'd already found it elsewhere. One evening, she showed up at my apartment. I saw her through the peephole before opening the door. Same eyes, same voice. Different soul. "I'm not here to cause trouble," she said. "I just wanted to say I'm sorry." She was trembling. "You were a good man." I just didn't see it. I nodded. "I know." She smiled sadly. "She's lucky to have you." "She thinks so too," I said softly. For a second I saw something in her eyes. That flash of realization too late to matter. She looked around the room, saw the photos on the wall, all new memories she wasn't in. Then she whispered, "You moved on." "You told me to," I said. She nodded, turned toward the door. "Take care of her." "I will," I said, "the way I tried to take care of you." The door closed, and with it, every version of my past that hurt. I walked to the balcony, felt the night air on my face, and realized something. Sometimes love doesn't end with hate. It ends with peace. Because when someone says they need time, what they really mean is they don't value yours. But that's okay, because time once taken back becomes freedom. And freedom, once earned, never goes back to waiting. She needed time. I gave it to her, every second she'll never get back.